All right.
All right, so welcome everybody, and it's an amazing time to communicate and share the secrets of success in this amazing opportunity. What are the secrets of success, and how can we create success for everyone who is hungry for success? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an opportunity for us to come together and listen to an amazing lady, a hardworking lady, somebody determined, a go-getter, somebody who aligns to a higher purpose, somebody who believes in empowerment, an eminent resource person when it comes to motivation and speaking and training. And so, want to hear from Madam OK. You are the latest oracle. Oracle is not a joke. Oracle is not a joke. So, what did it take to become Oracle? Tell us your story from when you started, the initial phase, and what really made it kick in. Tell us what it takes because we all want to be Oracle.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Yes,
And
good evening.
Mr. Anamdi, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the consistency. Um, as a matter of fact, I can say I stumbled into AURUM because just like most of you here, after a loss was recorded in one business like that ran to over $200,000, I'd already resolved that I wasn't going to put my money on any platform again, never. But after the other one, that one that we have, I still believe that we still have that money there. So I normally don't say I lost over 200 and something $1,000. I got into another one in which they said you can hold your money. You don't need to release your money to the platform. I mean, that was enticing. That was something to look forward to because that was what I was looking for. And I got into it, but I found out that really my money was supposed to be with me, but at the end of the day, it was not with me. So when AURUM came, I just told myself that, well, I'm not going to do all these things again, Jerry, because definitely it's not working for me. And I'm like the only person in my family that does this. Others really feel that, oh, this is beneath us. Why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. You know? But I found truly empowerment in online businesses. And if I cannot on my own bring out my money and say, I want to give you a good life, take your money, take this money, rent houses and all of that. But I can be in a business that I can invite you to make some money for yourself. So this is part of what online businesses are actually, but some of the problems, in fact, major problems they are solving. Because you never can even tell what the person you have invited had been going through. So with AURUM, I just had a change of mind, like, okay, why don't you just look at it? Probably is even different. So I sat on it. And another truth about AURUM is you cannot know much about it until you get into it, really. So I would just say that by starting it, my saying I was looking at it before I got into it was just divine. I believe it's something God just wants me to do, you know? So I looked at it the much I could. And if you ask Coach Nnamdi, is my upline, I was the one that called him. He didn't pitch any business to me. His own upline is Dr. Money. And I was chasing Dr. Money up and down because she was the one that said, come and do AURUM. And when I thought, okay, not directly to me, I mean, she was just saying it on the platform. And I thought, okay, let me just contact her. But I think at that stage she was busy or something. So I decided to call Coach Nnamdi. And of course, you trust your coach now. he was ever ready. He sent me his link and how to go about it, and like they say, the rest is history. Now, how has it been? How has it really been being in AURUM? When you first start AURUM, if you don't look at it critically, you will think that you are wasting your time. When you start and you are a novice, you're on that Nova rank, you will actually think that you are wasting your time. But like I said, my getting into AURUM is kind of divine. Incidentally, I didn't feel like that. I was just looking for what's the needs, because some people had been in it. I joined 31st of August, and some people started early August. And I mean, they've been excited. So I was looking out for what could be the excitement here. Fortunately, I found it. And that's why we are where we are now. So I'm mentioning this. If you are a Nova, don't think that you are wasting your time. Just keep at it. Keep looking out for more. Attend Zoom meetings. Ask questions. Okay, ask questions and you'll be good to go. By the time you escape that Nova level to Voyager, you will start seeing the goodness in AURUM, but you haven't even seen anything, but you will feel excited that you are now seeing something. So just keep at it. Now, for you to really make it big, because I won't sit down here and tell you that, oh, it's just easy. Talk to people and they will sign up and there you go, and then you become an oracle. No. You need to have a plan. You need to be intentional about what you want to do, what you want to achieve. For me, when I started, I had put it at the back of my mind that Oracle is my starting point. So you see that was a very high ambition, a very mighty plan, so to say. So all along, when they were saying, oh, you've hit Voyager, let's celebrate it, I'm like, no, not yet. Okay, you are now in Vanguard. Let's put it out. No, no, no. Because one thing, let me now tell you, one thing, my zeroing my mind on Oracle rank being the starting point, what it did for me was to kind of step up my game. Because deep down me, of course, I want to be celebrated. Deep down me, I knew for sure that if I don't bring in good money, I'm not likely to hit that rank. So it's not as if we don't take $100, $200, $300. If that is what you have, we'll take you, but we won't leave you on that level. We are all members there. When your people sign up with $100, don't leave them on $100. Continue to encourage them. Let them know that they can make it. Because those who are signing up with $5,000, $100,000, they are human beings like us. So you may not have that money in your pocket or in your bank account, but you can try as hard as possible to get people, and then you keep increasing your own exposure. Because as you grow anyway, your personal commitment also has to grow. So you don't eat with your two hands. Before I got to Oracle is supposed to be $3,000 personal. Of course, I was, I was trading with a whole lot more than that because I kept putting back what I was making because I knew that someday I would need to trade with more than $100, more than $300, more than $750, more than $1,500. So these are the hacks you can also put down and try to follow so that it's not when you have the volume and you've made every other thing, you are now looking for money to step up to the rank that you are eating. So I was saying that you may take the $100, $200, but please aim for very, very big deposits. Look out for them. They are all over the place. Go and put your trade on investment platforms. Be very visible online. Okay? You know, I always believe there are strangers that will make you rich. Your family members may not really make you rich because you see finish. Some people will be like, what can he do? What can she do? What does she know about what she's trying to do? There are some people like that, even your friends. And some of them, I always tell people, if you are selling long life and prosperity, they won't buy from you. They would rather die than buy your own. So it's always good. And the funniest part of it is that when you put your business out online and all of it, is all these your close friends, your family members that are likely to see the business first, and then they will contact you. So it's better that they are the ones contacting you than you running after them. You know, if that is what you want to do, if you don't feel bad running after people, you can do it. But my own strategy is that I hardly talk to people straight on because I've had that very bad experience that even people that you didn't sign up directly, that sign under people that you signed on, they will still come for you because you were the one that explained it to them. But like if I put my stuff online and you see it there and you contact me, then you know what my own is, just to explain to you and to put you through, and you are there. But there is nothing bad in you telling people that you know, but my own thoughts is that your family and your close friends will not likely make you rich. And over time, if you have your community and you are managing them, you are kind of encouraging them, you keep posting, and you have to be very persistent. You have to be very, very persistent in posting your wares, because it's like you cannot be blinking in the dark every day, except when WhatsApp think that, Madam, you too do, and they seize my line like they did on Saturday. So I'm like, the day you want to turn Oracle, it seems as if WhatsApp is always after you.
Oh, and you had that same experience
for Kojinambi too.
Oh, and you had that same experience.
Oh yeah. On Saturday they took. I was actually at an event. But of course, you will be at an event, but you are also still trading your wares. I mean, being there, waiting. I mean, what do they want to serve? Maybe a plate of rice and Maltina. But I know that I have work to do. I'm there, I'm physically there, but my mind wasn't even there. I was just throwing all my things all over the place. But once I said, Madam, it's okay. We've had enough of you. So they just took my WhatsApp away. You know? So if you haven't done it to that stage, you have not started. I know a lot of you. That's why I'm always hitting people like Mrs. Okori on the platform. I will mention your name now because you are my own personal person and I want the best for you. I have never seen AURUM on your status before. I have never. There are many of you like that too. I don't look at people's statuses. I don't, because I don't really have the time. But when somebody wants something so badly, and I know that this person wants it, and the person keeps saying on the platform, what is this? What is that? Then intentionally, I will look out for that person's status. That's how I got to know that Madam Okori does not post anything on her status. You are here. Am I right or right?
No, you are not right. So I dey post. Ask coach now.
When did you start?
For status, so that I even dey shout fast.
When did you start?
More than a month or two. I've been posting. Even up to
Okay.
yesterday, go my status and I go still there. Maybe like
Maybe
February.
this year you became a changed person. This
I be
year.
posting though. And they post in style. Coach, you never see my post for AURUM.
No,
Last
sure.
year you were not posting. Last year I checked. Anyway.
No, I used to post, but not every time. Once in a while I post. I do post.
You see life.
I do post too. I do post
Every
too.
blessed day, make sure your AURUM is there. Nobody bought you data. Nobody can censor your status. Nobody has that right.
You know how many people I've got from my status? I don't get people from my status now.
How many? 100. Anyway, I apologize if you have been posting, but last year, I know that you were not posting because I made it my duty to check, but I didn't see. Anyway, what I'm saying in essence is that we have to be persistent in putting our business out. For instance, on my own status, some days I have like 350 views. Some days, 350, 200, 150, 90. And Nigerians especially, we don't really mind our business like that. There's no way somebody won't ask you. Somebody who has asked me since last year what I was posting just signed up today on $1,000. Just today. And I'm sure while the person came up was because of what I now posted about hitting the oracle, and that this also came with $5,000. I beg, who doesn't want money? If you don't know what to post, go and look for leaders. Check their status. Look at what they are doing and do it. Then you look through. Anybody that sees your status from the first one to the last one, this person is interested in you. Check again tomorrow. If that person comes back again, the person comes back, then you can just say a warm hi to the person. This person will not be able to open up to say, this thing that you have been posting, what's it even about? The person may not even be your friend. So that's how it works with status and also online. Then, I talked about investors' platforms. Don't joke with them. Put them there. Put your posts there on the investors' platforms, both on Facebook. I use Facebook and LinkedIn. I don't really go to Twitter like that. But from LinkedIn, I have connected my Twitter to LinkedIn. So whatever I shared on LinkedIn goes to Twitter. So try and make use of your social media handles as well. But make sure that you are looking out intentionally for big deposits. $100, $200 will add up, but the big deposits will throw you up. And when you are also signing people up, I need to quickly mention this. I don't know how many minutes I have so that I can round up.
No, the floor is yours. No problem.
So when you are trying to, thank you. When you are signing people up, don't just sign everybody up. Don't put them laterally, be horizontally. Yeah, laterally, horizontally under you. No. Another axiom that I tell people is that whatever you don't know, you need to learn it. And there is no bar to learning. So you can ask questions. After all, before we all started AURUM, nobody knew AURUM now. So it's even a new thing. Even if it's an old thing, I will ask my questions. If I ask, it's up to you to answer me. If you don't answer me, they won't write it on my head that you didn't answer me. It's on you, actually, that you want to carry your knowledge to the grave. So that's your business. I'll go and ask someone else. So make sure you are asking. This actually came to my mind because a very top leader in network marketing, I just realized today that this person knew next to nothing about AURUM. And you will have thought that the way they were going along, around, putting it there, putting it here, you know. So I was just looking at it that, why is this happening here? Until we now started looking at it one after the other. So ask your questions. Don't think that you know everything. Nobody does. If I don't ask ChatGPT, I'll go and ask Google. If I don't ask Google, I will private chat Coach Nnamdi. The one Coach Nnamdi doesn't know, both of us will start looking for it all over the place. There was a day somebody asked me for Dubai's, their AURUM's address in Dubai. And one person was waiting on her that wanted to sign up. And that was the only thing that that person wanted to know. So I was looking for those who I know in Dubai. I didn't see their numbers. I came to Coach Nnamdi. He was also looking for it. I asked support, but I'd already put some not too good stuff with support that day. So we thought that they didn't want to give me. They thought I wanted to go and make trouble with them or something. So, I mean, I panicked because I didn't want to be seen as a failure. An upline that is a failure. Your downline, the least they can ask you is the address of AURUM now. Fortunately, we got it. But if we didn't ask, if I didn't ask Coach Nnamdi, if Coach Nnamdi didn't ask somebody, if I didn't go back to support, we won't know, and then we will have failed that downline. And that takes me to another point I want to stress. As members, you must nurture your downlines. Without them, you can't even get anywhere because it's a teamwork. You must nurture them. You must put your eyes on how they arrange their people. The way they arrange their team will affect you ultimately. It's not possible that they arrange them and then you are able to rank. No. Because if you are a Nova right now, before you get to a Voyager, they'll tell you that you will have this much of volume. It could be one person that will bring it to you. It could be a lot of people, and you can even be the one that has brought it to yourself. But if you are bringing the volume to yourself, you must know how to sign that volume. If you just push it in yourself, you are not going to gain anything because your volume does not count for you. Okay? So you won't be able to gain anything if you do it that way. So you have to ask, how do I put this money in my structure? I have the whole of $7,500. How do I put it? Because if you just load it, you will benefit your upline, but you won't benefit yourself. And the idea is you wanted to just put all the money to the place so that you can become a Voyager, but you are still going to remain a Nova. So all these questions you should please ask. And when we have meetings, you know, Coach Nnamdi, that's why I called him the coach that will not relent, unrelenting coach. Every day you see him posting, every time he puts out Zoom links. So these Zoom meetings, they are for us to ask questions about what we need to know. The membership Zoom meetings, not the prospects. Even on the membership platforms, you can ask your questions, you know? And the questions that you must ask that are very germane, that must look to you as very succinct, is this question of putting placement, putting your people. Because there are ways you will put people and you make a whole lot of money, apart from the fact that you will also be ranking. And there are ways you just put people and the money will be there. It won't be properly utilized. So these are the few points that I think helped me. But I think the major thing that I can say was of help to me is God. Because, well, some people here may think that, what has God gotten to do with this? But the truth of the matter is, God has gotten everything to do with it, because It's only what God gives you that you can have. So, in looking for people, I put it to God. How much they will put, I pray for them. Once I know that you have this money, because one thing is for you to have the money, and another thing is for you not to want to release the money. So you need to also, and you cannot force, you as a human being, you can't force anything out of anybody. But God can force out what He wants you to benefit from somebody's pockets. And always affirm positively to yourself. If my son is here, he's the only one that came back that I could really relate to. My husband doesn't want to hear anything about network marketing. Let me talk gently, So since the beginning of the last week, I've been saying it in this house. Today, I'm an oracle. I didn't see anything coming. I will just be saying it. So I think it was on Thursday, I still mentioned it. Today, we were going out together and I said, today I'm an oracle. He just looked at me as in, you've been saying today you're an oracle. When would this oracle came? But you see, that same week it came. So let's continue to affirm positively. All these things, life is very spiritual. All these things add up. They mean a lot. You may think that they don't matter, but honestly, they do. At least from my own experience, they do. So let's put everything to God. Let's pray earnestly that God should help us. And when He helps us, let us give the glory back to Him. I know this is not a church and I'm not preaching. I'm only just advising you. All right, so that's like what I have to share off my mind right now. If you have any questions, maybe from what I've said, or anything you think you ought to have heard from me that I haven't said, please, you are free to let me know. Thank you.
Okay, so one question, because we have a lot of team members, but one of the things that holds us back is fear. How did you manage your fear? How can a person, because we've failed in the past, and even till now, some people from our former platform are praying and praying and praying that AURUM should crash. In fact, it's their prayer point. So how can a person...
I still spoke with one of them today. That one of them that I said, I was invited to talk in their church sometime, I think in 2024. Because I do training, I do empowerment, organizations invite me for empowerment talk and all of that. So after finishing my talk, I think I mentioned that business, offhandedly. And incidentally, she was there. So she contacted me by herself that, oh, you were in our church today, mentioned this and whatever. So I said, oh yeah, that I'm doing it because I was really doing it truly, but my mind wasn't really in it. I was just doing it because I thought it was a good thing for me to do, to be able to trade crypto at my age. I like to challenge myself, So it wasn't really truly too much about the money in that business, but the skill that I thought I could get. So I invited her to be on my platform because she actually encouraged me that, oh, Ma, apart from the skill, you can have money, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, come on. You did me. When I now established and we were going, and when I put my mind on something, I do it well. If I don't want to do it, I won't do it. So when we now started, I learned, I was moving, so to say. I invited her because at that stage, I've left her behind. So I put her on my platform so that she could learn. And so she said, I should please join our own platform as well so that I can encourage our people. So I did. So I was seeing everything she was posting recently. It was like they were thinking that AURUM should just fall down and die.
Oh my God.
That so I look like that. What is it? Do your own now and leave this one alone. I mean, there isn't anything to this. No rivalry. Nobody is saying by force you must come, and nobody is saying you must. So when I made Oracle and I put it on my status, she was there and she loved it. You know that they've been posting what they've been posting. Me, I was there. I didn't leave a platform and I didn't comment. I was just looking at that. Although the thing was getting to me that why are they doing this? I just kept quiet. I mean, silence is golden. So when I saw that she loved my post that I made Oracle, and I haven't been online, like I said, so I haven't really seen her response, but I'm sure she would have responded. And I went to her. I went after her. I said, you better open your mind to AURUM. These are the ways you get people. Watch your status. Know those who are there. I've been thinking of inviting her, but because of what I was reading on her platform, I'm like, I don't want any small girl to be rude to me because of all of these things. So I was watching. Then I now had that free hand to go there to say, you see, give every business you see a chance, except if you don't want to do it. The people you guys are following, maybe they have personal grudges against some people that are high up there in AURUM. That's not your business. The Bible you claim to be reading says, cast your bread upon many waters. Why are you not doing that? And if you are not going to do it, let it be a personal thing. So my thing is, when they talk like that, when they are fearful, because I'm sure it's out of fear, because part of what they will write would be, they are now doing Ponzi that is likely to even fall, Ponzi that will soon fail. You know, all such. When I see such a thing, I will just say it won't fail in Jesus' name. It is not Ponzi. This is a good business. You know, I will just be taking it back, but I won't answer them. You know, so fear. How do you conquer your fear? You need to conquer your fear with faith. Because if you don't have faith, you'll be a slave to fear. And if you fear from now till tomorrow, it doesn't change anything. It will even compound your problem. So it should just be, I mean, for those of us that are Christians here, your mindset should be like Esther's. If I perish, I perish. Okay, now, supposing I was fearful and I didn't start, how would I have gotten to Oracle? So you need to start. And you need to keep pushing. And you need to believe that it won't happen. And, you know, you can't take me away from faith and you can't take my faith from me. I will still tell you, you pray for the company because you are supposed to pray for your own Jerusalem. At this moment, this is your Jerusalem. And when you see something going wrong, you point it out to the leader so that they can quickly correct. So you move on without fear because I still told somebody today, just today, if you say because they have accidents on express road, you won't pass express again, where will you pass when you are going to Ibadan from Lagos? Where are you going to pass? Let me even say Ibadan to, Lagos to Abeokuta. There's no other way. Person that motor kill, it is still motor that will carry the person to mortuary. So you just need to zero your mind on it that this is what I want to do and I will just do it. Just like Nike too, just do it. Just do it. What if you say it will crash and it doesn't crash? You just need to manage your own expectations. You expose yourself to the kind of risk that you can take without it hurting you. I must tell you that. Don't use your children's school fees to do AURUM. Don't use your house rent to do AURUM. Don't be greedy, but look out for those who will sign with you. Don't start piling everything on yourself. Arrange your structure properly so that you can have maximum gain. So no fear. There isn't anything to fear. Fear is from the devil, and we are not his own. Just expose yourself to the kind of risk you can easily manage. So that's what I will say about fear. I'm not a fearful person normally. I didn't have any fear at all when I started because I look at the antecedents of the owner. And people that I talk to, I also tell them that one of the things that I looked at critically was what was this person doing before AURUM? Now, what is he doing? He's doing AURUM. So that we will know that this person has been doing something, not just people that you get to hear their name by what they are doing alone. And I keep telling people, I run businesses of my own under Copsol Group, and as little as we are, I will never want to go and do anything that would disrupt what I have built over the years. So if this person had an antecedent, he had been doing things before, he had worked with this person, he had done this. So these are the things you need to tell people to allay their fears. I talked to captains of industries, and okay, so this is another thing you need to know. When you are talking to people, the way you talk to a teacher is different from the way you talk to an oil magnate. And AURUM is for all of them. So on your growth on the platform, if you don't know what to write, ask. Ask. Because what I will go, like I was talking to one Egbon who is into oil and gas. The way I put together my write-up for him, he couldn't resist it. So he said, Kofo, when did this one come? I said, it just came. Oh. And you are getting old. You talk to them with confidence because it's the truth. It's getting old. It's their 80. So these are the kind of things you should do. So he told me, this was about 2 weeks ago now, I should even follow him up. He told me that I should allow him to do his due, that he will send it to his boys to do DD. DD means due diligence. And I said, yes, sir. You don't argue with such people. I cannot stay there and be saying, you better do it, you must do it. No. When you are presenting your case, don't be salesy. Don't put it that today you must. No, give them time. Give them time. And like I said, what you send out, that's actually very important. I forgot to mention that. What you send out to an organization is different from what you send out to an individual. And the type of individual too matters a lot. You have to send out what you think will pique the interest of that person. So please ask so that we can guide you through this as well. The way you put it to people is how it can make them to be fearful. Because if I just come to you now and say, Oga, you have to do AURUM, I'm making a lot of money there. This is my link. I mean, that's a put off. Yeah. They already know that you are doing it for your own sake, for what you want to gain. But the truth is, this is a symbiotic association. It's not something that you gain alone and they don't gain anything. No. So you need to put your message across in such a way. That's actually marketing. You put your thoughts across to the person as if you are helping that person and you have nothing on it. So these are all the techniques you can try to look into and use. Before they know it, before you now start telling them about link, they are the ones that will ask you, how do I then join? But it's going to be very fearful for anybody when you just say, have you heard about AURUM? There's AURUM, and we are making a lot of money there. So if you want to make money, this is the link, sign. And that person, even if the person loves you so much and wants to sign, the person won't sign more than $120 because the fear is already in him that this thing, it's only this guy that wants to make money, I may end up being a loser. So that's what I can say about that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for that really, really detailed breakdown of the road and path to Oracle. Push, believe, have faith. Faith destroys doubt. So does anybody have any questions for Madam OK? The Oracle of the team. The Oracle. Any questions? So while you're thinking of your questions, I want to call on, let me see. I want to call on Dr. Fuma to tell us, what does it take to get to Vanguard Pro? What does it take to get out of Nova to Vanguard Pro? Dr. Fuma, Mary O, what does it take?
It's just, sorry, I was muted.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was muted. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, evening, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you, Auntie Kofo, for the very beautiful and simple, very simple explanation on how to grow your business. I like the fact that you've grown and hit Oracle, so I have you to pursue in this business and get to Oracle.
Please
Oh my word.
pursue.
I was
It
talking
is
to my
allowed. In
daughter
fact,
this morning.
overtaking is allowed.
I'm telling you, I was talking to my daughter this morning. She said, Mama, I see you. I said, my target for Oracle is my say, no. We have to work to ensure that you don't wait that long to hit Oracle. But basically, I think the most important thing is belief. If you recognize what we are investing in, then there's no challenge. As we were talking, somebody has been chatting me from the Caribbean islands, and she's asking me, is AURUM not a broker? Are they using brokers? And I just looked at her and smiled. I said, AURUM is the next Binance. Believe in it. These people are technocrats. What made me to grow? I'm just telling you what made me to grow. I keep saying it. The first thing was when I had the first meeting with, when we had the first meeting with Brian. And I looked at him, I said, this guy is a technocrat. He's not a marketer. Doesn't even understand marketing. His language is not the language of, of marketers. This man has passion for what he's doing. So that passion caught up with me, and I said, this is something I'm comfortable doing. And so when people ask, like they ask you, will it not collapse tomorrow? Are they not like the other people? And I just tell them, I smile, then I tell them that if you have invested anywhere and you've seen the CEO, and the CEO now tells you, came out of wherever he is and had a meeting with you to hear about something, will you still have doubts? They said no. I said, we had a meeting with the CEO of AURUM. We had a meeting in October. That meeting changed everything completely. My belief is strong, it's very strong. And all I'm trying to do is getting the people that I've brought into this business to develop that strong belief in AURUM and be comfortable. But I always say everybody has his own strategy for how he wants to move to why he's investing. Some people are investing to find money that they can use to cook every day, or money they can withdraw every 3 months to pay school fees. Some people are in this business so those ones, they will need to open their accounts. They shouldn't turn on the reinvest button. But there are others like me who want to grow peanuts into mountains. And just just watching the growth is enough to excite us. So what I would just say is I build deep, number one. I encourage everybody to rank up. you need to rank up. You need to, even those who were sleeping since, they are struggling to rank up now. All of them are fighting to rank up because they now understand the business. Until somebody understands the business, you may not be able to help him. You send him messages, they would not react to you or respond to it appropriately. I didn't come here to do business, to talk to people. I don't like this network marketing. You talk. The greatest monies in the world are in the hands of network marketers. So those talk about I don't want to, it's a waste. And I would say it every day. It's a waste. Come in, watch when your capital is growing, show your neighbor and show your neighbor. Do you know that? And then show the results of other people. Today I shared the the magnate of what's her name? Of Ibok, Queen Ibok today. Between that sharing of that, just sharing the people who don't know her. So this is an Abuja, a lady in Abuja, a whole civil engineer, a whole engineer that is comfortable, has reached hit magnate. Can you imagine? The bonus for magnate is $50,000. 4 people have signed up today just by sharing it. And these are not 4 people who are they're not even in the prospect group. They are in my private prospect group. 4. I've asked for link today. I'm very excited. My son, who is in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, Saudi Arabia, who has said he doesn't want to do this thing. Mama is just forcing people. He has signed up today.
Wow.
Share the link. Anything that excites you, share it with the others. Whether they say yes or they say no, don't worry. It may not be their day. Because everybody, when it is time to join, will join. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And that is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Fuma, for those powerful insights. Ladies and gentlemen, the rank up of Quidibok is a wake-up call. 50,000. 50,000. 50,000. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know.
50.
I didn't know until a few minutes when I was looking for the link, the Zoom link, because I haven't been on WhatsApp I've been very busy. When I saw a picture, I was like, are they resharing our elite? Then I saw Magnus. I'm like, when did it become elite here? You know, that's really inspiring. It's very inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing I want to say from her example is when she started, based on positioning, she needed to grow other legs. So it was a little bit slow for her, but she didn't give up. She didn't limit herself. She didn't say, oh, a lot of my people are on one leg. You will have a leg that will pull the volume in your team. There will be usually that leg. Even if that leg overtake you, don't worry. That volume is coming to count for you. That volume is coming to count for you. And it's going to amaze you how the volume will unlock miracles in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. The requirement for Prime is 2 Nexus, 1 Vanguard Pro. The requirement for Elite is 2 Oracle and 1 Nexus. Take note of the requirement for Elite. 2 Oracle and 1 Nexus. So you have 2 Oracle already and you have 1 Nexus. Now, the requirement for Magnate is 1 Prime, 1 Oracle, 1 Nexus. So you have 2 Oracle and 1 Nexus. And then for Magnate, you just need one of the Oracle to enter Prime. Just one to enter Prime. And you have met the requirement for. So these guys, they position this compensation plan. It might be hard when you are starting, that Voyager, to enter that Voyager, to cross to enter the Voyager is going to challenge you because you are just starting to wake up and you're trying to inspire your team. So you'll be walking alone. Initially, you'll be like the mad person walking alone, But just understand this, that once you hit prime, that means you have two, once you hit elite, you have 2 oracle and 1 nexus. That 1 nexus you have will count for you for magnate. One of those 2 oracle will count for you also as magnate. You just need 1 oracle that will step up to prime, and magnate will be unlocked. So you'll be surprised that the higher you go and you're thinking it's going to be more difficult, it could get easier. All right? The requirement for Midas is 2 prime and 1 oracle. Do you understand? 2 prime and 1 oracle. So you're going to realize that before you know it, Midas is here. And after Midas is legend. Legend is 1 elite and 2 prime. 1 elite and 2 prime. So we are in business. I would just encourage everybody never to give up. Please do not give up. It's difficult. Sometimes you're going to work extra hard, but do not do this business with anxiety. You can be restless, but don't be anxious. Be restless, but don't be anxious. And like Madam OK said, you have to start telling yourself, whatever is it. Today I was telling myself, I am elite. I am elite. In fact, I just tell myself, what am I saying, elite? I am legend. I am dominion. I am elite, I'm magnate, I'm legend, I'm dominion. Mitos. I am fortunate. You know, I am blessed. I am making history. You have to be telling yourself those words. And it's not just head. You don't have to be telling yourself in the head, though. You have to add emotions to what you're saying. So you have to feel it. You don't just say, I am whatever is your next rank. I am elite, I am elite, I am elite. It looks like you're doing 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6. No emotions. So that's not going to help you. You need to say, I am elite. Then feel yourself receiving the elite income. Feel yourself withdrawing. There's a reason I am dropping the rewards for Prime. And I said I will do it for 4 weeks. I've done for 2 weeks now. I'm going to try do it for 4 weeks. I want everybody in the team to have an idea what it means to get to Prime. If you want to get there, work for it. If you feel you can't get there, no problem, stay where you are. But if you put in the sacrifice, the tenacity, it's not going to be a bed of roses, but you have to put in, you have to push. And you have to look for some big investors along the line with small investors. Combine it. Oh my goodness. I am elite. I am. So if you are a Nova, you have to start saying, I am a Voyager. And I have moved to Vanguard.
I'm Alpha.
You just have to feel it. You have to feel it in your body. See, if I don't know if I will to show elite income, if I hit elite for security reasons. But you see, Prime, you already have an idea of what a Prime would be. Every month, as long as you keep the team going, every month, imagine yourself unlocking that in your life. What's it going to do to you? Please, I just want to quickly run through this. We're still going to come to questions. If you have questions, okay, I have some chats. I don't like money. All right. So, HP at the event, he said the success formula was SQ, then the heart sign and number. SQ, the heart sign and number. What does this mean? It's not rocket science. S means you must start with your skill level. So you must have the skill. And when you have the head knowledge, the skill as head knowledge, you have to practice it. You actually have to, try and engage people. You have to speak to people. You have to learn how to speak to different type of people. The way you speak to somebody who is hungry is different from the way you speak to somebody who is making money. I absolutely, like Madam Oke said, you need to have the skills. Please, if you are in this team, we have 5 trainings. Just use those trainings as the beginning of your skill development. There's so much skill you can gain from everywhere, but just use that as the beginning in case you are a novice of, having that skill. Because I want everybody in this team to have that skill. That is how we can create miracles in this team. Then the quality. Q stands for the quality of people you speak to. So take your time and think of people who can afford $5,000. People who can afford $10,000. People who can afford 20. Just take your time and think, do you know anyone? It might not come to your head immediately, but just tell yourself, do you know anyone? Let their faces flash. Now, let me give you a little tip. Sometimes speak to the center of your heart, the center of your chest. So you can speak to the center of your chest and you can ask it, what is my name? Let it tell you your name. Then ask it, who can afford $10,000 to join AURUM today? Who do I need to speak to that can afford $10,000? Just wait for a response. So if you don't get the response, no problem. Just take a deep breath and keep asking. Because there are people that you know, that you are connected to, that can unlock some huge potential. So you have to have the skills, you have to speak to the quality people in addition to people of low quality. Because people of low quality actually need AURUM. Hunger is everywhere. That $120, if they start there and go all out, they can change your story. Then you need to have heart. So you need to love people. You need to love people enough to be ready to respond to their messages fast. It's stressful, but you have to be willing to help them. You have to be willing to hold these meetings. You have to be willing to push. And then the last one there is number. The number of people you speak to. This is a game of numbers, okay? You cannot speak to 10 people and expect to get to Oracle. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't speak to 20 people and expect to get to Prime. It's not possible. You have to start with the first 50, go to the next 50, share your results, get a book and track people's responses, and invite them to the meeting. So we're going to be having a lot of meetings over the next few weeks because I want people to know how to invite. Inviting to the webinars is the next skill we're going to do so that we can all know how to invite to the webinars. I want a situation where the meeting link, this 100 capacity meeting link, people start fighting me and say, please, we need a higher link. Yes, for 2 weeks, if they fight me like that, we increase the link and say, okay, maybe the business is ready to explode. We need to unlock duplication in this team and create more success. Maldives. Who would like to go to Maldives? April 16th to 19th. Who would like to go to Maldives? Personally, I don't like traveling. No. I'm not too crazy about traveling. I like to make my money and relax, and I can plan a vacation. But Maldives, it's a great opportunity to go get your card. All right. That's one of the advantages of those events. So if you want to go to Maldives, this is the requirement. You can go as somebody who personally sold $50,000. That means you yourself, you brought in $50,000 into this team, or you brought in $100,000 into AURUM directly. You can go with that direct. There are 100 seats. In fact, the majority of people there, 100 seats. This is an opportunity for just 150 people. Just 150 people. There are 50,000 people in AURUM, but they are just going to look at 150 people. So imagine yourself getting $50,000 in sales. How can you do that? 5 people who can do $10,000. Yeah. 5 people who can do $10,000 or 10 people who can do for $5,000. But then look at the network option, 50 seats, network achiever. If between your generation 1 to 7, you generate sales of 250,000. So we'll start charging everybody to top up. Everybody from generation 1 to 7, go and top up with thousands of dollars. So that's also going to help the team. Okay. So look at your team from generation 1 to 7. Who are the people there? You have to drill down. Call them and say, see, I want to qualify for this occasion. Are you ready to top up? What can you top up to? AURUM is good now. Are you not enjoying it? We need to generate $250,000 in sales. Let's top up now. So $250,000. What does that mean? So it means we have to sell the opportunity. In addition to a few people that will top up, we need to, as a group, sell the opportunity and sell high ticket sales. So this is challenging. So if you have between your generation 1 to 50, that kind of ticket sales, high ticket sales that generate $250,000, you will get a ticket and you will be able to say, a ticket for two. So either you go with your spouse or you find a member of the team that you want to expose to that leadership event and go with them. So that's something we're going to be talking about over the weeks to come. But hey, this is a great push for us to hit the ranks, achieve bigger targets. Even if you don't need to travel, just make an extra money for yourself, because AURUM will change your pockets. Don't worry, even if you don't make it to this occasion, the next quarter there will be another event. But the good thing about the event is you get to get your card, your Infinity card. You get to get a hold on it, start using it, start showing people that it's working in your country, and you make history. So that's what I just wanted to share. I can see nobody has questions, right? So let's get to work. Let's get to work. You have to believe in yourself, because I know everybody in this meeting can actually unlock Oracle. If you unlock Oracle, if you unlock Oracle, just know that you'll be making 9, 10 M, 8, 9, 10 M every single month. 8 to 9 to 10. You don't be whether you like them or not. It is what will happen to you. Sachiri, you want to say something?
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, we are coming from the ground, so I'm still coming up from Manova. Now, in arranging people who would build your team, okay, a team of 3 or 5, but after having the first 5 people, now, maybe subsequent that will come, how do I now know which one will I which one to where to place where to place which one? Because, and also, will I not be, well, I'm interested in making money, will I not be missing the money directly that is supposed to come to me, if I place it in another leg that I'm not too sure now, okay, will this person really, 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 really build this business for me? Or I should just keep them under me directly?
Okay, so that's a great question. In the back office, you can go to the partner section, right? In the partner
Yeah.
section, you will see each person's, you can go through. You just look at your legs. You need 3 legs to be growing together. So you need to be drilling down each of the legs to see, okay, this person is now a Vanguard. What he needs is to become Vanguard Pro. What's the requirement for Vanguard Pro? You have to do that navigation. You have to check. You have to keep drilling down. And that's why you have to keep building deep. If God blesses you and you have a crowd or you have a lot of investors, yeah, that's how you can do it. Now, one of the traps of myopic thinking is if you think that putting more people under you will make you more money. There's nothing wrong. It has some advantage. So that's why I said we should have 5 direct downlines. If you have 5 legs that are willing to work and build a business, it's better than just having 3.
Okay.
But you build on 3 legs. Don't spread your energy up and down. But if you have 5 legs that are willing to work, you will succeed better
Okay.
than just having. So even if one leg closes, like for example, overtaking is allowed in this business because the volume will still count for you. So if somebody
Okay.
is pulling out the volume, all right, big time volume. Now, what do? The other 4 legs are going to be making money for you.
Okay.
The other 4 legs will be making enough money for you. You don't have to worry about the one leg that's maybe has the high volume. All right. You just keep walking those legs and you're going to hit the rank. Once you unlock the ranks, you keep flying. The money that HP is making, whether he makes $20,000 every day, $10,000 every day, he has only 3 direct.
Wow.
This business is when you are starting, you'll be thinking about the direct money. No, that direct money is piece of trash. It's not. You have to get a big picture. I made a mistake when I also started because some of the leaders I expected to work with me, they just signed up, they didn't bother. I don't know what they were thinking. So I had so many people signing up with my link. So I didn't position a lot of people well. If I had positioned myself under just 5 legs, all right, this team would have had a couple of oracles already, even prime. Do you understand? In fact,
Okay.
one leg would have been chasing me. One leg would have been chasing me now, entering prime with me. So, but unfortunately, we didn't position well that way. But it doesn't matter. There's still some advantage. It means, okay, the legs are going to be creating success for you and going to make you some money. However, remember that to hit the promos, when you have big ticket sales, you can put them directly under you. Okay? When you have big ticket sales, especially when you have ranked up. When you have ranked up to Prime, for example, and you're putting somebody directly, you're going to make a lot of money. Even from the
Okay.
daily team sales. All right? Even from the daily
Yeah.
team sales. So when you're getting started, just focus on hitting the ranks. Don't worry about, if you need the money, you can tell the person that you put that person under to give you the money. Send it to your wallet.
Okay.
From the back office there, they can send it to your wallet and it will instantly arrive in your back office. Then you can withdraw. But I tell people
Okay.
my structure, if I happen to put somebody under you, just go and top up that account. Use that money and top up. Let it count for your trading. So that's what I've been doing so far, and God has blessed. I've never had to ask anybody to send the money unless I put $20,000 on somebody under somebody's account. I'll say, "Oh, we'll bring that money," But generally, just top up with it and let's move. All right. So I don't know if I
Okay.
answered your questions or.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I will build on 3 to 5 legs. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm okay. Go ahead. She wants to add something. So.
Okay. Well done, Sir Chidi. If I heard what you said correctly, what you said is not that you don't like money. So you are trying to say that if you sign people directly under you and you now have more people, please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I think I got is that will you now start putting them under those strangers? How will the money get to you?
I was thinking of missing out on the direct. Okay, maybe somebody somebody wants to sign up and I have 5 leg and I'll go and put it in there. Maybe the third, somebody has had 3 people. I put it there, and I was just thinking, okay, will I not miss the direct what they call the direct bonus? That was what I was just thinking of.
Okay, so Mr. Namdi has spoken to that. That
Yes.
when you rank up, you earn more, from everybody's volume. But if I may chip this in, what I've done is to, like Mr. Namdi said, when we started, you will give your link to everybody and people will sign under you. So I have a lot of people directly under me. That's not a problem. But I intentionally built 3. These 3,
Okay.
it may be very different from what others have done, but this is what I did and it helped me. These 3 are my relatives. They don't have to be the one that had the account by themselves. It could be my money that I put there for the 3.
Okay.
So they can be considered as my own account as well. So every other person coming, I can now sit down and put under these 3. So if I'm putting a multi-level marketing guru under one leg, I leave that person there to deal with that one leg while I face the remaining 2. So from the 3 that I have grown or that I am growing, there isn't any stranger. So that money, that's first level money you want to make, I will still make. And I will still make the money on my upper accounts. So like I have an Apex account, the one that hits Oracle. But under this Oracle, you have 3 that are mine, so to say, although they are supposed to be maybe my children, my husband, or whatever. But they are mine. So where money gets to is like it's getting to me, or I'm even the one directly spending the money. So it's still the same. Now, that would do 2 things apart from the money being spent. The second thing it does is that you don't care about the strangers. Sorry, I'm using the word strangers. Strangers in inverted comma, open and close. So you don't need to chase anybody. Build your account because you are building the 3 that will help you. Because if I've been staying on chasing people around, and you might have put people under them, doesn't matter. Some people, when they get something free, they don't take care of it. They don't care. Yeah. When you sign up accounts for people online, they don't care. young or old. I've experienced that many times. So if you can do that, I think it can be of help. You are not the one building those three. You are still putting those people that you ought to have put directly under you, now start putting under those three. And that can be very helpful, because when it is time for you to build Vanguard under them, and you know the requirements of Vanguard, you go ahead and plan it and put there so that they can help you to rank. But if you are put people that are not of your family, that you don't have access to their accounts to see what is going on in their account and all of that, let me tell you something. One chap came to me and said, oh, we're on the same group, that he had $20. I should please give him $20. He will be able to sign up and it will work, it will work, it will work. I'm used to them. At least he didn't say, come and give me $100, I have $20. He said, give me $20, I have $100. So give and take. I mean, $20 is not something that I won't be able to give out. So I sent him the $20. This would be like the 4th week now. But you know, I saw the $100 though. He put his $100. I saw it. I told him to share his screen. I saw $100. He transferred. I told him to first transfer his own $100. That I will now give him the $20, which I did. Up till I speak, I haven't seen that person again.
Wow.
He doesn't pick my calls again. In fact, myself, I didn't have time to call him like that. Maybe I called him once or twice because I was interested in what now. It was so enthusiastic. I hope he's fine, Sha. I hope he's fine, because he was very enthusiastic about building the team. And I just thought that, okay, whoever you are working with, whoever is your upline, whoever whose link is okay, just take. Up till I speak. Yeah. So when you give people money, that's where I'm going. That's why I talked about this. They do sometimes, because it's not their money, they are not likely to be so serious about it. But since you know that this is your own thing, these people are your people, you put people under them, you try to manage them. When you have big amounts, you are free to put, because you know that you are also going to gain from it. You are not managing, you are not micromanaging. You have that push to look for big money, because you know that everything is still coming back to you, so to say. But if you know that you have already put these 5 under you, and you have $100,000 account, for instance, I mean, it will do you one kind that, am I now going to release this 100,000 to a stranger? So if I'm going to sign 100,000 under my son, under my daughter, then it feels like home. You can also do that, because that's what I did.
Okay. Thank you very, very much for your advice. And on the case in point that you shared, I think that has to do with integrity. That if nothing has happened to him, I mean, health-wise, I think it has to do with integrity, because not everybody is like that too. Because in my own case, when I wanted to start on AURUM 2, I didn't have the complete money. I mean, I had like $100, yeah, and I needed the money for the subscription, $20, and I reached out to Chief. I call him Chief anyway, Chief Nnamdi. So, and bingo, he sent $21 to my AURUM account, even before I put in my own $100, and got my account activated. And that was how I got my account activated. And today I have about 186 as trading capital now. You know, that was in December 3rd. So I think on that case, I think it has to do with either integrity issue or maybe something that just happened to him. But overall, I'm grateful for the advice you have given, and I will stay put with it and make sure that I build within the 5. Never, regardless of whether the money, the most important thing, like Chief has pointed out, you think of the future of, you know, where you are going to. So that 5 legs, I think I'm very, very okay with 5 legs, growing with it, see how we move with it. Thank you very, very much, man, for your advice. And Chief, also thank you for your advice.
I didn't really generalize that, really. Because there are some people, there are some network marketers that won't have money, but they have the community. You give them money, they will do you good. But there are lots of people that you will sign up and they will just be there. They won't work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just what I
Yes,
was
yes,
trying to emphasize. Yeah.
okay, all right. Thank you very
Well
much, man. I
done.
appreciate it. Yeah.
I remember.
Chief, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, no, you're welcome. I remember one time when one person did us that thing at an event in the former business. The person was asking questions, behaving to be so intelligent. At the end, the person was saying, I have $100, I need $20, or I have $50, I need $50. I told the person that brought him, I said, see, this person wants to taboo. But sometimes as a leader, you just play the fool and just, support who you want to support and whatever comes out of it, no big deal. So
Exactly. And some people they come up to be really good.
yeah.
But more often than not, the enthusiasm won't be there because it's not their money.
Yeah.
And probably you even, especially if you are trying to encourage them and you say, okay, I'll give you the money. Somebody still approached me today now, give this person 120. She will build a team. I said, okay, 120. Maybe they just dash me $5,000. Tell the person to let me know which link and I will give. But the person may come and not build anything. That's just my own emphasis.
Yeah.
But if it is me building that account by myself, I know where I'm going. And I know what I want to use the account I'm building to do.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, it's going to turn into something else if you now start saying, but I gave you the 120, you are not building the team. I put you there so that you can push me to this. I mean, you don't need all that trouble.
I know. So,
You can just put your daughter or your son or your nephew or somebody there and be building them. Either they are enjoying the money or you have access to the account and you are withdrawing your money. No problem.
exactly. All right. So real one will be the final question and then we'll wrap it up. Real one, go ahead, unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, everyone, and thank you so much, leaders. I was actually getting a lot of insight also from the conversation. Thank you for the push. I just have a question, based on my own personal questions that most of the guys that I'm actually trying to enroll actually threw to me also. They are having most of the time when you send them the training materials, the webinars, try to bring them in. Sometimes they won't join the link. But at their own time, we'll be sharing videos based on the duplicates strategy that we're using. Most of them, instead of asking you question, they'll go on Google to search, and then the key phrase AURUM just pops up. I don't know. Most of the time, it's just associated with scam. And the ones that are even good are the ones that will tell you or come back to you and say, how far? This thing that I'm seeing is just written scam all over it on the internet and stuff. Then that one I can talk to. But there are some that will not even get back to you, right? They will just disappear or wait till maybe until you do the follow up again. And then that's when they will not tell you that, oh, I didn't get back to you because I did some search myself. I don't trust this thing and all whatnot. So to ask the question directly, what are the strategies like you're using and the key phrase and how you're able to convince and enlighten the prospects on the platform itself, just to overcome this objection and liberate their mindset?
Good. So who can answer that question? Let's hear from others. Let's hear from others who has had to
Well, let me just say something quick. I don't know, real one, do you have a platform? Do you have a
What do you mean,
WhatsApp platform, a group?
Yes, I have a group in partnership with my upline. So whenever we have prospects, we just put them there. And then we have Coaching Namdi also, the platform.
Okay, so what you need to do is to be tenacious on your platform.
Okay.
So before they go out to see anything out there, it's like rearing your children at home. You don't want them to hear from outsiders what you ought to tell them in the house. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you don't talk to your children in the house, outsiders will help you tell them what is not. So it's the same thing. In that your group, every day there are times we post and we know that people will read. Those things too, you need to learn them. There are times, it's not just throwing things on the platform. There are particular times that you have to do your posting that you get the attention of the people. Before they start asking whether AURUM is a scam or not, put posts, write-ups that is already telling them that AURUM is not a scam because of this.
Okay.
Do you understand? Don't just invite
Sorry.
them. Don't invite them to meetings alone. Educate them. Tell them what you want them to hear. Because if you don't tell them what they should hear, they will go and hear negative things outside. And then you will now start doing corrective, you will be in corrective mode.
Yeah.
So, if you see something somewhere, even if you don't see, you to go and look for it yourself. Who is behind AURUM? Brian Benson, his antecedents. He did this. Brian Benson had been invited to Forbes, Finance, whatever. Put it there. That look at what I'm seeing today. Brian Benson is on the Finance, Forbes Finance Committee. Would anybody in Ponzi be in this kind of a thing? You know, so even if anybody is telling them from outside, they will be the ones saying, no, this man is on Forbes. How can it be a Ponzi? No. It won't. They will be the one defending. So the people you will have on your group will only be those who are so fascinated, but they don't have the money. Or they believe they are still fearful. So you can manage all those ones. Not the antagonists that will go everywhere to go and look for news. And you know, you also need to let them know that we don't have only one AURUM, because AURUM is a general word. AURUM means gold. So they might even be looking at other AURUM. On my platform, some of the people there are here. I would have let them know when you want to check AURUM. I'm not saying don't go and check, but make sure you are checking Brian Benson AURUM. So if nobody even comes to my platform to say that, because they have already been, you know, put together, as in don't hear rubbish from outside, because we are not dealing with rubbish. So you keep giving them the good news before they hear the bad news, if they are even going to hear any bad news at all. And then also those who will not come to Zoom, be training them with what you have regularly. Let them be hearing from you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Train them. What is AURUM? All the things you are seeing on your uplines platform, be putting there regularly. And it won't happen overnight. Because if you ask yourself, it wasn't the very first time they talked to you about AURUM that you decided to sign up. Sure, you understand. So give it time.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk to them. Be on it. Make sure that you are consistent. And make sure that the timing, not when they will be at work. Maybe early in the morning, normally you are supposed to post between 7 and 9 a.m. And then you have another one, I think between, I don't remember those times again. Then another one in the evening. Then, of course, during the weekend, Saturday in the morning, and so when people are at home, Sunday after service, when people will be at home, so that they can really learn and then be interacting with them. Interact with them. Hello, how are you today? Good morning, everyone. The Lord bless you. Just make sure that they are hearing from you.
Amazing.
Okay?
Amazing. Thank you.
Sorry, I was muted. So there's a new platform that came out that had E somewhere between the U's and the R. AURUM. So this one is saying AURUM credit card. But this is not AURUM Foundation, right? So when people say, just tell them that there are many AURUM. If you go to Play Store and type AURUM, you're going to see many apps. So you have to tell them, when they say they want to go do research, you have to tell them, be careful what you want to research, because there are many AURUMs. Just do me a favor, and when you do your research, share your results with me so I can confirm that your findings are about AURUM Foundation and not just another AURUM scam. Look at
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
AURUM markets through ECM broker. And then
Exactly.
somebody's going to be asking you if we're a broker.
That one is on Allen Avenue in Lagos. The AURUM, it's true. The AURUM market is a forex trading place.
AURUM impact. So you see many AURUMs. So you don't want to be.
Even Coach Nam, do you know even the supports? There are 3 AURUM supports on Telegram.
Are there 3 now? I know there were 2.
There are 3. One is AURUM support _ Steams. The normal one is team without S.
Yeah.
This person puts S on his or her own or its own, I don't know. Then the third one is just AURUM supports.
Wow.
Oh.
So please just tell them to just share their feedback with you so that you can confirm exactly their yeah. So just understand that we are very fortunate and privileged. Imagine what we have come to know. Even there are still people who are scared. Now imagine those who are not even in yet. They're going to be saying AURUM is a scam. That AURUM is crashing. All right, nobody's God here, but we have done analysis and we see that this is a solid project to take a chance on, a very solid chance to change lives. And people are going to be amazed. In fact, I feel that a lot of people are going to be depressed when AURUM lasts for 5 years and they did not take part of it. They're gonna get angry with anybody that told them not to be part of AURUM. So, I mean, that's the reality of what we have here. And we're just going to keep doing our best. I'm going to be having more and more of these interactive team sessions. And I'm happy that we have lots of leaders here who understand AURUM even more than myself. So we're going to be having these sessions to help ourselves to build, because we want to see the challenges, we want to hear the obstacles, and we want to break those obstacles. So remember, this meeting, I deliberately set it aside to just be the team structure, because I want to even know how many people in the team are actually focused on building. Because if it's a general meeting, it could hit 100 people. And then I don't know the size and the power of the attention this team is giving to recruiting. You can be the next Oracle if you have the desire to be Oracle. That is, if you have that strong desire to be Oracle, type 1 in the chat box. If you have that strong desire to be Oracle, type 1 in the chat box. Not just wishful thinking, if it's a burning desire in you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I say, God help us so that we can quickly generate 10 oracles in this team. I'll be the happiest person alive. I want to let you know this, that for you to have that desire, it means that it's going to happen. That desire means you have the capability to unlock it. That burning desire is what will fuel your journey. And as we make Alpha, yes, you're already an oracle. We're trying to encourage people to, So as you push, you will face obstacles. Don't let it, it might be slow. You might spend 3 months trying to enter Vanguard, or even 4 months or 5 to enter Vanguard. Don't worry. When it's time, you will just see that your team will explode. And that is why we're really thinking about, these events, because leaders are born at events. So these events, can we really get our team to, how can we push to get to those events? All right. How can we push? Now there's a networking structure, 7 generations. How can we push? How can we get people to top up aggressively, so that network-wise, some could qualify, and team-wise, that sign up, you can also qualify. But in whatever the case, just focus on hitting your ranks, and you will testify. Is there any other comments from any leader who wants to encourage us? If you have the desire, you will attain the goal. Just every day tell yourself, I am Oracle. I am Alpha. I am Dominion. then feel the feeling of dominion. Feel yourself making hundreds of millions in your local currency every month. Ask yourself, what will you do with that money? What will you do with that money? Because you have to use that money effectively and efficiently. What money market instruments are you going to get involved in? What will you put it in? Because when you have $1 billion in cash flow, whether it's in treasury bill, money market instruments, whatever it is, when you have such $1 billion of your local currency in that setting, you are set for old age. You are set. You are set. So that could be a reason for you to work hard, because if you have $1 billion in these instruments, you could be making 200, 300 million of your local currency every single year, and you are made and set for life, tax or no tax. All right. So if you have the desire, feel the feeling, and then work hard, work like crazy, be restless. Like me now, I'm restless. So I'm restless. I'm thinking of elite. But beyond the elite I'm thinking of, what is even pushing me more is I want to see 10 oracles in this team. 10. Then when we get to 10, we say, can we do 20? Can we do 50? Can we do 100? Then any event we storm the event with violence. They will say, who are these people? They are very noisy. They say, yes, they must be Nigerians, because we make noise anywhere we go. All right, thank you very much, everybody. Is there any other comments? Mary O, you can close the meeting for us. Before Mary O, Monday Namani, so people were warning him. People were threatening him. You know, he had to come to me that why are people intimidated so much by AURUM? Oh my goodness.
Coach, good evening.
Yes, evening, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, evening.
Coach, it's not a small thing. The Royal Q members wanted to eat me up. Just because of one of my friends. And before he joined Royal Q, I was the one that encouraged him to join Royal Q. Although he did not sign on with my link, he got my number from the group, and we became friends. And it took him almost 1 year for him to sign up. So I asked him to go back to the person that shared opportunity with him and sign up that it's a good business. He's a lecturer in the university. So a lot of things he told me, I convinced him to start up the business. So eventually he signed up in Royal Q. So when I joined this AURUM, I was telling him, my brother, look at. I'm not saying that you should not do Royal Q, but if you have a multiple source of income, nothing bad about it. So I was talking to him and telling him to join. So I think this person, we almost talk 3 times in a day. 3 times. Sometimes they called me in the morning, afternoon, and evening, even night. There is no week we can't talk more than 4, 5 times or 6 times in a week. So I was surprised after sending voice note to him day before yesterday or 4 days ago. So I told him that he should try everything, and in fact, if you don't have money, let him come with $120 minimum, and from there let him build his team. That even though he's making a cent in a day, that is something. So that I won't be happy that if he wouldn't join the business. So I will not even mention Royal Q. I was just talking to him, encouraging him. Look at the bills. You need to pay bills every day. I was just encouraging him. So the next thing, I see that OBM now view my status, because there is no day that I didn't post anything concerning AURUM in my status since I joined. I never posted any other thing. So I discovered that OBM view my status. I said, OBM, I've never viewed my status before. So I was just nothing it in my mind. So before I could know it, OBM now called me on phone. He greeted me, I greeted him. He said, how's his family? I said, we are doing well. He asked me that the voice note he sent on the group, somebody sent in the group. Am I the one that sent it, or somebody that sent it to to the group. I said, voice note, that I'm not aware of it. He said, okay, that he's going to send it to my WhatsApp now. That he's going to send it to me, that I should listen to it, that he will call me back and confirm whether I'm the one that sent the voice note to the person or not. I said, okay, let me hear the voice note first. He cut up the call. So when I had a voice note, it was voice note I sent to that my friend. So I was waiting for him to call me back and ask me what happened. Why did I send the voice note? So he didn't call me again. So I go back to that man. So I talked to him like a kid. I asked him, when I joined Royal Q, did I take oath with Royal Q that I can't do another business? And I was even the one to convince you to join Royal Q. I know how I talk to you. I know how at the cost I made. I know how messages I sent to you before you can now join Royal. So because of I told you something, you now go and send it in the group. So later on, I found out that all the Royal Q group that I'm into, both the one they are OBM, leader Doris, so many of them, they are the admin. They have removed me from all of them. So it was today that I was scrolling on my phone. I was looking for one of the prospects that I've been following for a long time for me to chat him. So I discovered that one of the group, Royal Q Revolution, they formed it after the Royal Q messed themselves up. I was scrolling on that group. I later find out it was AURUM that was talk of the. In fact, that it is the only thing they are discussing in that group, starting from I think 4 days ago or 3 days ago. With that, my voice note, Leader Doris was saying nonsense, was saying a lot of things they said there. They said about Dr. Money. They made mockery of his. My brother, it's not a funny something.
The funny thing. Sorry, I don't want you to go too deep. I didn't want to mention names here, but they are advertising AURUM for us.
Yeah.
And as like I told you, you cannot say it's only one business you will do in this life. You can't say that. Okay?
At all.
Most people in UK, they do 3 jobs.
Yes.
Most people overseas, they won't tell you they do 3 jobs, 2 jobs.
Some do more than 3 jobs, sir.
With one body.
Yeah.
You are loyal to your finances. Okay, now, but when it comes to building a business, I tell people you can't build more than one at a time. You need to build and fire down on one. Then when you get to free fall or you've hit your targets, you can then explore another opportunity and maybe build another team on that opportunity, not necessarily carrying people around. As you grow and make money, you want to have your money in 8 to 10 money-making machines that are not related to each other. This is how you become a billionaire. You must have your money working on 8 to 10 money-making machines. Treasury bills could be one of them. Money market instruments, you can be some of them. International stocks could be some of them. You want to have your money on 8 to 10 different money-making machines that are not connected, so that if crypto has issue, your money is kicking somewhere. Fine. This is how so anybody that is saying that his life is tied to one platform is limiting himself. In fact, he is just limiting himself. And we have done analysis with AURUM. We have seen what they might not see until the next 5 years. And we are ready to bear the consequences of our actions. That is what we've done. We are building. We're not telling people to bring their house rent to AURUM. That is why if you watch the presentation, we say, don't bring your house rent here. Don't bring your kids' school fees here. Come in big, but come in with your financial muscle. So that's how you must change. You can't say, oh, you are tied to a platform. A platform we don't even know the CEO. So that's not how life operates. So if any leader is trying to make sure people are in one box, it could be for a selfish reason. And everybody is selfish. Everybody is selfish. But I tell people, you must be ready to build and rebuild. And there's nothing wrong with Royal Q. It's just for trading, it's working perfectly well. All right, it's working perfectly well for trading. So if you want to be a trader, you can go there and keep having floating losses. Well, if you're not a trader, if you're not good at trading and you want to go there and you will blow $1 million there while people in AURUM are making cool cash. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really want to thank you all for your belief. And I want to really encourage you, don't put your ears to the wrong people. If you put your ears to the wrong people, they're going to tell you stories. Do you know what it means that somebody is a member of the Forbes Council? A consultant, Forbes recognizes you as somebody to be giving insight into AI and the dynamics of trading. Do you think that person is a small, as in, is it just, we need to understand what we're doing, you know, life is all about risk.
They said it's not a real Brad Benson. They said it's not a real Brad Benson.
And no, they will never know the real Brian Benson. They will never know until they put money in AURUM.
If the platform start giving people money for travel allowances, it's a sign of collapsing of the platform.
No.
That very soon they said I will save my voice notes so that when the platform collapse, they are going to use it to mock themselves. That is what they said.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. You know, we are here and we're going to see it. AURUM does promotions every quarter. Every quarter. There was Antalya, then there was Phuket, then there was Dubai, then there's still going to be Maldives. After that, there's going to be another one. So it's their own drive.
There was Turkey.
There was Turkey. So they always do that. It's not a today thing, all right? So, I mean, let's enjoy the business. And remember, it's not a competition between this and that. No, there are two different platforms. I am still going to, you know, I'm still going to explore and keep building. But at the same time, you can't be as a human, unless it's your own personal business that you put your life on. You can't be loyal, you know, blindly to any system, you know. All right, so let's just Mary, close the meeting for us, and thank you very much for everybody for your time. Mary, the floor is yours.
Thank you, everyone. You have all spoken very well, and in fact, there's nothing left for me to say than to thank you all for staying this long. All your teachings, all your sharing, they are all powerful. You've spoken so many things. I'm just going to say a few words in the bullet points. Believing in what you are in, the passion you have, the skills on how to do what you're doing, and the love you have for people, be ready to support people. I am also one of those old platform person. I'm still there in the background, but it has not stopped me from exploring other options, especially when I believe in that option. And for somebody to say somebody is fake, meanwhile, leaders have had meeting with the leader with his own ID shown, it means that they don't know, they don't have information about the program. So you can only talk about AURUM very well when you are in the system. And for those of us who are already in the system, we know what we know that we know. So for me, I am still building. Any opportunity I have, I talk about AURUM, and I have my trajectory with AURUM, what I want to do with AURUM, just like all of us have, build, empower people, and then enjoy it at the end. So thank you all for showing up again, and thank you, Coach Nnamdi, for your tenacity. Whenever you speak, I say, yeah, Coach is it again. Well done. Well done for not giving up on us. And hopefully we'll not disappoint you. And thank you for all the support you give almost every member in the background. Thank you, Madam. Okay, you've spoken very well. Congratulations once again, Dr. Ofoma. Every member of the team who is working together. If I didn't mention your name, it doesn't mean you are not working. So thank you all for standing up for AURUM. AURUM, we rock. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, and good night.
Thank you. God bless you. Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
Madam, okay, the Oracle.
Thanks, Mario.
I'm waiting for all of you.
Yes, we are coming. We are coming. You know, we have different
They are
speed, but we are
behind you,
coming.
Mama.
We are coming.
Even at this stage I am in, I'm enjoying it already. I'm really enjoying AURUM, but I can still enjoy more.
Okay, now.
Okay,
Good night.
Good night, thank you.